Let's talk about what it means to be an American, or as we like to say in America, Merca. Worldview. Simply put, it's how we each view the world. It's a comprehensive framework of ideas, attitudes about ourselves, our life, our system of beliefs. It's how we answer the question, what are humans? Why are we here? What is our purpose in life? What are our goals in life? What do we value? What do we prioritize? The American worldview is held by every American. It is becoming less connected to where we live, that being the United States, but becoming more of an identity shared by every human being around the world who firmly holds that it is a God-given right to limited government, self-governed freedom, and private property. While a person may be born in the United States, that fact has less impact on being an American than does that person's choice to live in accordance with the American worldview. Indeed, as people identify themselves with their religious beliefs, so do they identify themselves as being an American. Since its beginning, America has been a country of rich diversity. Immigrants from across the world, the descendants of slaves brought from Africa, and Native Americans have contributed their culture, traditions, and skills to America, where they interact and blend together in this vast national melting pot. America's embrace of this diversity has created a strong, creative, and free country. The term melting pot may imply that various cultures gradually fade into a more homogeneous national identity, so some prefer referring to America as a kaleidoscope or a tapestry comprised of distinct and vibrant parts, but still part of a larger design. When people think about the American culture, images of Coca-Cola, hot dogs, and baseball games come to mind. However, there is a deeper side to American culture than Hollywood and Disney World. Individualism is a core of American culture and the main value in America. It has been influencing all the fields of society, economics, politics, and culture. It has played an enormous and far-reaching effect to shape the character of the American nation. Individualistic cultures in America are self-centered and emphasize mostly on their individual goals. It is the view that each person has moral significance and certain rights that are either of divine origin or inherent in human nature. Each individual exists, perceives, experiences, thinks, and acts uniquely. An individualistic culture based on the tenets of freedom, individualism, and self-reliance. In this culture, people are considered good if they are strong, assertive, and independent. This contrasts with the collectivism cultures, where characteristics like self-sacrificing, dependability, generosity, and to be helpful to others are of greater importance. Therefore, most people who grew up in America are thought to be individualistic, motivated by what is good for them personally, and independent and self-reliant. Most people who grew up in, let's say, a country like Japan, on the other hand, are thought to be more collectivist, motivated by the good of the group, relying on others and placing priority on the group rather than the self. So a negative result of American individualism is its handling of the global pandemic right now. It's a national value that prizes personal freedoms. So my freedom, like to wear a mask or not wear a mask, has caused problems in the US right now. It's always been the orientation of America on balance compared to other countries to put a priority on individual freedom and liberty. Equality is a right given to all the citizens of the United States of America, and the quote, all men are created equal, was a central idea in the Declaration of Independence behind me, one of the most influential documents in America's history. Equality is everyone having the same fundamental rights no matter the circumstances. Equality is everyone having the same worth. Although equality is a key tenet dating back to the founding of America, it has not been fully honored. Even to this day, many minority groups do not receive complete equality, both economically or socially. You might have noticed the Black Lives Matter marches just this past summer in the United States. So it goes to show equality can be a lofty goal that the country has, but they are still striving to meet it. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. That was John F. Kennedy on his thoughts on American progress. The word progress has several different meanings. These definitions play a vital role in American thought. From the initial immigrants to the first government, progress was always on America's mind. Wars were fought on the grounds of progress. The first United States president represented progress. Everything America stands for is based on the progression of its people. America's founding fathers introduced the revolutionary idea that each person's desire to pursue their idea of happiness was not self-indulgence, but a necessary driver of a prosperous society. They created a government to defend that right for everyone. The Declaration of Independence protects Americans' opportunity to improve their lives, no matter who they are. Throughout U.S. history, the definition of happiness has changed as well. The United States has always been considered a land of opportunity. People from all over the world have migrated to the U.S. mainly in search of employment, maybe for freedom of religion, and they come to the United States in order to fulfill that American dream they have.